Hello beautiful souls, and welcome to part 2 of this video with the blue Larimar bracelet. If you chose this bracelet, this is your reading. So we are going to look at how your future spouse sees you on your wedding day, how they see you when you're into the marriage or relationship, and then 10 years or more into the relationship. Okay, so we have the Chariot. We have the Hanged Man in reverse. We have the Empress. Wow. And we have the Lovers. Okay. So, all right. First off, what I'm hearing for you guys is they see you on your wedding day as the love of their life. They feel very, very confident and very sure that you are the person that they are meant to be with for the rest of their lives. You know, and I'm really feeling this strongly because of the Chariot card and because of the Empress card. This just makes me feel that they've really thought about marriage. This is somebody, your future spouse is someone who's thought about marriage, who's thought about long-term commitment, and they have given a lot of mental hours to who they'd want to be with and who they see by their side. And it is you, without a doubt. Like 100% they know that they want to be with you. They see the qualities in you that makes for a great partner, who's going to be an equal by their side, who's going to help them and support them during this journey of life, and they will also help and support you during this journey of life. Especially on your wedding day, they see you as very, very beautiful, very good looking, very attractive. They just see you in your element. They see you shining, very radiant. Like, again, all eyes are on you. They just see you as very, very beautiful on that day. Just looking really good that day. You look really, really nice that day. And there's this divine femininity too that's expressed on your wedding day, regardless if you are male or female watching this, or whichever gender you resonate with. It's like you're more tapped into that feminine energy on that day. So, you know, beauty, gentleness, poise, grace, all of these qualities seem to be, you know, heavily surrounding you, heavily expressed by you on that day. With having the Hanged Man in reverse, I see this as excitement. They're just really excited. You know, their hopes for your future together is one of excitement, one where, you know, they're just very hopeful for your future together. They're excited, they're happy, they're joyful. And they just like, I'm just feeling the need to smile. I think they're just really, really happy, and they have high hopes for your marriage, for your relationship together, and the journey that you guys are going to be on as a couple. Okay, so now, and I'm also feeling with the Empress card, they see you guys as royalty on your wedding day. The stars here from you represent a crown, right, that she has on top of her head. So they see you as royalty. They see you as, you know, the epitome of excellence, the epitome of the epitome of power in a sense, but not like power that's out to destroy, like a power that is very balanced, you know, regal in a sense, if that makes sense. Like almost like a lion or a lioness, right? There's a power that the lion or lioness holds, but it's not like a cruel power. It's just it's a power that they possess that kind of stems from like, I don't know, that stems from their prowess, that stems from their ability to succeed and to get what they want, if that makes sense. It's just they see you as very regal on your wedding day. They see you as somebody who's powerful, who's in charge, who's capable. Okay, so now we're going to look at how they see you and how they see your marriage 1 year into the relationship. We have patience, 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel, the thinking man, hostilities, and the angel of balance. Okay, so they definitely see you within 1 year of your relationship, 1 year of your marriage. They realize that you have a lot more I'm not sure what the word is exactly, but it's like I'm almost getting intelligence as well as with the throat chakra, you know, this level of communication or communication ability they start to realize within you guys that you have. They start to see within a year of the relationship that you how do I best explain this? Like, you express yourself more. You're not afraid to speak on the things that you want to speak on. They realize that you have a lot more. It's not like you have a lot more intelligence than they thought, but just the way you speak or the way you express yourself, especially in regards to certain topics, they're very impressed by it. It's like they have a newfound respect or appreciation for the way you express yourself on certain things, how you talk about certain topics, your ability to talk in depth about certain topics. This is something that they notice 1 year into the relationship. We also have the patience card, hostilities, and angel of balance. With the angel of balance card, I'm really feeling like this, within this relationship, within the 1 year relationship that you guys are together, they really go see how well balanced you are as well. And there's a level of responsibility and maturity that they get, like, that they see within you, and it's something that they really respect. You're somebody who, like, prioritizes not only your self-care but your time. You manage your time really well, and you have a lot more of a balanced way about you compared to maybe themselves. It's just something I feel they really respect about you, is that you're very balanced in your emotions, and in your regards to other people. The way you handle yourself, the way you react to things comes in from a more balanced place. Like, almost very diplomatic. You're just somebody who is not going to be quick to get angry or rush into things, but you're going to take a more balanced, reflective approach. We also have the hostilities card here, and for me, I'm really feeling that over the course of your relationship, the way they see not only you, but also the relationship. So the message I'm getting from this card is they see this kind of inner strength that starts to come out that maybe they didn't recognize before. Like, you're very, very protective over your loved ones. You're very, very protective over the people that you call family, over friends that you're really close to. And that's something that they start to see within you that they didn't see maybe on the day of your wedding, but within that 1 year of being together, they notice how protective you are of your loved ones. But what I'm also getting with this card is they see how they really, the way they view the relationship is that you guys are willing to fight for each other. You guys are willing to fight for the success of the relationship. And so this is something that's very beautiful. They really see you as their ride or die. They see you as someone who's going to, you know, be there till the end and fight for the victory, fight for the success of this marriage, of this relationship. And again, coming back to these cards, the word eloquent comes to mind. It's like they're in awe of how well spoken you are, how clearly you're able to express your ideas, your emotions, even what you're feeling. There's something regarding like your intelligence, your ability to speak, that they're very much in awe. They're very much in awe of. Like they didn't know the depth of your communicative ability or your intelligence. Again, but it's not just book smart. There's a almost inner knowing that you have where you're able to speak on something, but maybe you have not like researched it or you haven't studied it, but there's some type of inner understanding that you have, and the way you're able to express yourself on this with such clarity, with such confidence, is really mesmerizing to them. We also have the patience card here. And I'm really reading this as they really come to appreciate how patient you are with them, as well as yourself, but mainly with them. I just feel like you really teach them what it means to be patient and to be accepting of someone else's like faults or maybe bad habits. Like you're a lot more patient and understanding. And so this really helps them to become more patient and understanding because they see that in you and they really appreciate that. They appreciate that, you know, you're not one to just, as I mentioned before, to just get angry and curse them out and get easily frustrated with them, but you'll find that inner patience, you'll find that inner calm to look at the situation with a type of peacefulness, with a certain patience, with a certain level of, I guess, maturity, and respond rather than react. You just have this level of maturity and wisdom about you that they really appreciate, right? This patience that you have. And alongside this patience is this wisdom that you carry. And that's what they see in you a year into your marriage, a year into your relationship, for those of you who don't want to get married, but maybe just want to be in a long-term relationship. Okay, so this is what I'm getting for you guys 1 year into this relationship. Now let's see how they perceive you, as well as the relationship 10 years and onward. So we have choose wisely, light, not surprised, we have wisdom, and we have rest and rejuvenate. So 10 years plus into your marriage, into your relationship, they see you guys, oh wow, I just heard a light to the world. So they really see you guys. I don't know what you're going to be doing for your career or what you're going to be doing, you know, maybe even as a hobby on the side. I think there's something regarding your life purpose or something regarding your journey here where you're really going to be speaking some sort of truth or sharing some sort of wisdom to the world. And it's going to enlighten a lot of people. It's going to remove the shackles or help. It's going to really put in people's mind that they are the creator of their life, right? They are the ones that are able to decide what direction they're going in and what they want out of life. It's like you free people. You remove, it's not that you remove their burdens, they remove their burdens, they remove their hardships, but you inspire them to do it. You are that voice for people to remind them that they are powerful. You know, you're this voice of empowerment, of encouragement, of inspiration, of motivation, of light for people around the world, to tell them that they do have power, they are capable, they are strong enough, they aren't limited. I don't know if that's for someone specific or for everyone watching for group 2, but that was a message that came out very strongly. For majority of you, though, I do feel this is true, and I do feel that your future spouse will see that, again, whether it's your career or something you do as a hobby on the side, just a creative endeavor that you love to do, something that you love to indulge in creatively. You know, you are a light to the world. You are speaking your truth. Maybe you're an author and you're in the middle of writing a book or finishing a book or publishing another one. There's something about you. Maybe you have a podcast, a YouTube channel. You're getting your message out there somehow. Maybe, you're a blogger. I don't know. There's something about you, and it involves spreading a message out into the world. And your future spouse is really inspired by you. I mean, you guys inspire your future spouse to be a better version of themselves because of who you are. There's like an inner light within you that just radiates outward, and you inspire your future spouse so much because of your wisdom, this deep knowledge within you, this deep understanding. Let's see, 10 years into your relationship. They see you as somebody who, I was saying this before earlier, but it's just further confirmation. Someone who's very, I'm just getting the word calm. You're calm and peaceful. Just a very calm and peaceful person. Like these trees, right? You're just grounded, you're centered. Nothing can really disturb you. You just have really good control over your emotions, really good control over yourself and your reactions to things external to you. You've really become someone who's mastered themselves, mastered their emotions, and they see this, and they're very inspired by this, and they respect this about you. You know, you're somebody who just, like, even if somebody were to cross you, what's the word I'm looking for? When you're driving and somebody cuts in front of you, where most people react and, they're angry and they're starting to curse in the car and get pissed off. You guys aren't like that. It's like you're able to control your emotions and just be chill and calm. And it's not something where you have to lash out and get angry about it. You become a very controlled, centered, grounded person. You really start to look at the world differently. You don't react to things as much as you used to, because there's a wisdom to you now. There's a deep understanding about the world that you have now, that you don't waste. It's like you don't waste your energy on things that don't matter anymore. You don't give your energy off to negative experiences, negative situations, negative people. You've learned those lessons. You've grown from that, and you've come to a place where you only give your energy to positive experiences and positive things. And then we have 7 with the choose wisely. I'm not exactly sure what this means, so I'm going to ask for a clarifier, Spirit, please, for this choose wisely card. What do you exactly mean, the choose wisely card? Okay. All right, guys, so we get the passion ignited, choose wisely and passion ignited. Okay, they're going to see you as someone with, if it's not the potential for a lot of things, like you guys are you're multi-talented. Your future spouse sees you as multi-talented, multi-skilled. You have a lot of talent. You have a lot of, you have the ability to do a lot of things. You're very, very skilled in many different areas, right? So it's like not only do you have the potential to be a writer, but you have the potential to be a great motivational speaker, or you also paint, and you also dance, and you also, let's say you do tarot, and you also do this and that. So you're very multi-talented and multi-skilled, and this is something that your future spouse sees in you within like 10 years of your relationship, of your marriage, is that you're very, very skilled. You're very, very talented. You have a lot of gifts, like natural gifts and talents at your disposal, and you can do whatever you want with it, right? You can go in many different directions. And so I feel like at times it can be a little chaotic for you because you do have so many gifts and so many natural talents. It's like, where do I want to put my energy? But this is really a blessing. For those of you, because I just feel like for some of you guys, it is frustrating. Like, what do I do? I'm good at too many things. I don't know where to put my energy. I feel stuck. Why can't I just have one focus? But this is really a blessing. This is a gift, from God, from the universe, from source, whatever you resonate with, because it's like you have this ability to touch people to touch people from many different avenues, no matter what you decide to do. And I think you're supposed to be doing many things. I think you're supposed to be using your gifts in the many different avenues that you can. That's the whole point of why you were blessed with so much gift, with so many gifts, so many talents, so many skills. But yeah, they just see you as somebody who's very talented, very skilled, very creative as well. With your marriage, with the wisdom card, I'm getting that they see your marriage within like 10 years as one that's helped them grow and mature and become a better, wiser version of themselves. They've grown with you in this marriage. They're not the same person they were when they first met you. They're even better. Right? Like, as I mentioned before, this is your future spouse is someone who may be a little impatient when you first meet them. And by those 10 years together, they've become a patient person. They're now somebody who is more in control of their emotions, who's more balanced, just like you are. Like, you've helped them grow and become a more centered, grounded, better version of who they are. You've also allowed them to see the light within themselves. You guys are like a natural inspiration to anybody you come across. You're just very, very inspiring. I mean, you may not even realize it, but you're very, very inspiring. And you really showed your future spouse the light within themselves and their own power. You definitely helped them to be able to empower themselves more and see their power, see their worth, see their value. They see your marriage, your relationship as a blessing that came, like, they see you as a blessing that came into their life, and they know their marriage is blessed because of you, because you're in this relationship with them, you're in this marriage with them. Okay, so that's all I'm getting for you guys. I hope it resonated. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to move on to pile 3. Hello to the beautiful souls who chose pile 3 with citrine. Let's look at first we're going to look at how your future spouse sees you on your wedding day. Okay, so we have the Ace of Swords, the Emperor. Wow. We have the 10 of Pentacles, and we have the 9 of Wands. Okay. There's going to be a feeling for them that, like, I can't believe I am marrying this person. It's the word that keeps coming to my mind is hard to get. I think you are a little hard to get. I think you are somebody who really values yourself, and not in a way where it's like very egotistical, but like, you are a full package. Okay, like, this is somebody who, you're somebody who's definitely confident, or you've worked a lot on your self-esteem, right? You're confident in yourself. You have good self-esteem. You know your worth. And this could have been something you've had for majority of your life, or, you had to build it up because at one point you had very low self-esteem. You had very low sense of self. And so you've been working on that, and you've gotten to a point where you're like, yeah, no, I know I'm worthy. And, whoever's going to be with me has to be kind of at my level. or at least working towards it, you know, has to have a good belief in themselves as well. But I keep getting the message that you're hard to get, and your future spouse on your wedding day is just like, they're kind of a little shocked that you're marrying them. They're kind of a little like, oh my God, like, is this for real? Is this person really marrying me? Is this, you know, person who, like, because they really see you guys as a 10 out of 10. They see you as their ideal, you know, like, wow. So they're a little bit in shock. And it's like they're just kind of confused, like, wait, is this really happening? Like, am I actually marrying this person? Is this person actually marrying me? Is this actually my wedding day? Which is kind of funny. But with the 10 of Pentacles, I mean, the way they're feeling and they hope they have for your marriage, for the remainder of your relationship and your lives together, is that you know, you guys will not only have, you know, your relationship, but they're thinking down the line family. You know, they're thinking down the line even grandkids. They want everything with you. You know, the home, the kids, you know, all of it. The pets, right? So they're really thinking long term, and obviously that's what everyone thinks about usually when they're getting married or when they're in a long-term commitment, but this person's very serious about that. They already have the understanding in their mind that they want everything with you, and nothing's going to change their mind on that. They're very grounded on this understanding that it's, you know, they want the rest of their lives to be with you, and they want to have your children and all of that stuff. You know, they want to have that family with you and that life with you. We also have the Emperor and the Ace of Swords. As I was mentioning before, they just see you as somebody who's really in their power, who knows their worth, knows their value. You know yourself so well, or at least you come off like this to your future spouse. And so they just see you as somebody who's confident, who has belief in themselves, who knows who they are, where they're going, what their abilities are, all this good stuff. And they're in awe of that. They're in awe of you. They see you as somebody like who's very strong and who hasn't let life bring them down or destroy them. It's like they've seen you as somebody who, even though you've had hard times, you've had suffering, you know, you've had experiences where you suffered, where you were put down, you've always been able to rise. You've always been able to come back on top. They really see your strength on your wedding day. They see your power on your wedding day. And then we have the Ace of Swords. What I'm really feeling with the Ace of Swords, I think is just, there's just a clarity, especially with your future spouse about marrying you. There's an assurity, there's a clarity that you are the one for them on that wedding day. There is no one else in the world they could even possibly be with. It is just you. There's a real clarity, there's a real truth in their heart, in their soul, and in everything, that you are the one for them. Right? There's it's so funny because there's this clarity that it's you and it's only you and it's always going to be you, but there's also this like, I can't believe I'm actually getting married to this person. So it's really funny because even though they know there's nobody else, they're still a little shocked and a little like kind of dumbfounded that, like, wow, I'm going to marry you. They really are in awe of you guys. They just see you as somebody who's, you know, again, really in their power. You know, they just see you as somebody who has their stuff together, and And even if you may feel like you don't really have all your stuff together, it's like you give off this energy that you do. Or like, even if you don't have the success you want right now, or the, you know, the level of abundance that you want right now, you're on that journey towards it. You know, you know within yourself, like inherently within you, that you will get it. And that, you know, even if you have to work hard for it, that you will have it. And that's what your future spouse sees in you. They see your willpower, your drive. And they see your future together. You know, they see forever with you. They see the family with you. The house, the kids, all of it. Your future spouse isn't someone who's shying away from that. Like, they genuinely want that life with you more than anything. And with these two dogs here, this is representing fidelity to me, loyalty. Like, they're so committed to this marriage, so committed to this relationship. Okay, now let's move on to 1 year. So 1 year of you guys being in this marriage together, how will they see you? How will they see your relationship? So we have happy family. So, I mean, this is just a perfect confirmation to what I was saying earlier. They, you know, they are just still feeling those feelings they had for you on your wedding day, which is having that family with you. If you guys aren't already building a family together, I mean, they obviously desire that, and they're still committed to that dream, right? It's a dream for them to have a family with you. It's a dream to start a life with you. We have door to value, and we have the garden and the gate. Okay, this is interesting. The message I'm getting here is like, though they still see you as valuable, and they see you as, like, you know, they kind of still see you as the emperor, right? They still see you as somebody who's powerful, who believes in themselves, who's confident. They also start to see your insecurities more, and they really start to see your humanity. Like, because I was feeling with the first pile, like on your wedding day, they really have this almost, I don't know how you exactly say this, but they're not seeing you from like a balanced perspective. They really look at you as, you know, like on cloud nine. They see you from a very different level, which isn't true to who you really are. But within a year of your marriage, they're starting to really see your humanity, starting to see that you do have insecurities like other people. Though you don't let them, you know, get you down as much as others, because you've worked on yourself and because you really do believe in yourself and have a level of confidence. They recognize that you still do have insecurities. You still do have moments where you doubt yourself. You still have worries and everything. Like, you're still a human being. And so they start to see that more after that 1 year of you guys being married, or that 1 year of you guys being in your relationship. With the door to value, they also see your relationship as a success. So, you know, whatever has been going on after that 1 year of being together, they are filled with just a sense of understanding that you guys will make it, and your marriage will be one that lasts. It will be a successful marriage. And we can see that with all the flowers here, right? Your relationship is just going to continue to grow and flourish. We also have flowers on this card too, surrounding this woman. There's also a connection to nature here. Like, they may see you as somebody who's very connected to the natural world. And like your love for animals too. because I'm seeing there's like a bird feeder on this card and then 2 butterflies, and it's just making me feel like, somebody who like tries to feed like the who tries to feed birds, like buys a bird feeder, or maybe gets cat food and feeds cats, stray cats or something. Like they just also see that you have a really big heart and you care for animals, you care for the environment. You're very environmentally conscious. But yeah, within the year of your marriage, guys, they do see, they still have the hold the desire for a family with you, and they see your relationship as successful, that nothing's going to break you guys at this point. We've kind of gotten over the first year, and it's just going to continue to be, we're just going to be able to continue from there no matter what happens. They're more assured that you guys will be together and you'll stay together and be able to continue in this relationship together. And they start to get a more honest view, I guess, of who you are. Before, they were putting you on a pedestal, and there's nothing necessarily wrong with that, but it doesn't give you a true view of who you are. And so they start to see, as they're married to you for that year, more of the fact that you're not perfect. You are a pure, beautiful person. You have a good heart, and you are confident in yourself. But everyone has days, everyone has moments, and so they really start to see that and get more of a balanced view of yourself. Like before, where they would think, wow, you're so perfect, you never make mistakes, you never doubt yourself, they start to understand, like, oh wait, no, you also have moments where you doubt yourself, you also have moments where you make mistakes and you suffer and you fall down. The difference, though, is that you don't linger in that. You pick yourself back up and you keep moving. You don't let that let that moment of suffering, or that moment of weakness or doubt or negativity define you. You just kind of, put it back where it came from, ignore it, decide not to give it any power, and you move on with your life. Okay, so now let's see, guys, how your future spouse is going to view you, as well as your relationship 10 years from getting married, or 10 years and more from when you guys got married, or when you guys decided you would be together. Third eye chakra. We have moving on. Throat chakra. And we have temptation. These are interesting cards. So we have 6, 6, and 5 plus 1 here, which is 6. So 6 might be a number that you may see a lot. Take that as confirmation if it resonates. So we have third eye, moving on, throat chakra, and temptation. They definitely see you as somebody who's like very intuitive and like spiritual. Okay, so within the years of your relationship and you being together for a longer time, they see more and more that they see more and more how spiritual and how intuitive you are. I think they know you've always had some type of a connection or some type of a, relationship to a higher power, or, to God, or to source, to the universe. But they really start to kind of, I don't know if it's accept it, but just realize it's a part of you. They just really start to understand that this is you. It's a part of you. And they really start to, I guess the word is accept as part of you. It's not to say that they never accepted it, but it's like they've really come to understand, like, you're just intuitive. Like, maybe you have prophetic dreams or something, and it may have always kind of been something that they thought was a little weird, a little different, but they start to be like, they just start to really accept it within, the years of you guys being together. The fact that you may know things, or you may have certain dreams, and then something happens, or you know, or that maybe you see things or you have certain experiences, like paranormal experiences. You're not afraid to express yourself at all. Like, I mean, they just, within the 10 years of you guys being together and within your marriage, you guys have talked about everything and anything. Like, there's no topic that hasn't been discussed between the two of you. There's nothing you have not talked about. You know, this is a relationship that has a lot of communication going on, where you guys do talk a lot and you get to know a lot about each other. You know, everything from your childhood to your hopes and aspirations to, you know, your favorite color, your favorite food. I mean, every little thing you guys have talked about. So this is what I'm really feeling with this card, is that your future spouse just really feels like they know you within those 10 years. Like, they feel like they really know you. And that's something that's really beautiful. They just feel like they genuinely know who you are. And again, we may not know like every little thing about someone, but they feel pretty damn close about knowing who you are. And you know what I mean? And it's really to the point where, like, I'm also feeling with the third eye chakra that, like, sometimes it's like you guys read each other's mind, or you finish each other's sentences. You know, it's like that type of bond, that type of intimacy between the two of you, where you know what the other person is thinking. You know, you'll start to say a sentence and then your future spouse will finish it, and vice versa. Or you guys will both be walking and you'll both see something and you have the same thought running through your mind. Or you both laugh. It's like, yeah, you become almost like you're operating on like one frequency by the time you've been in this marriage, this relationship for 10 years. You're acting on one frequency. You're acting as like one mind. It's really interesting. We have the Temptation card and the Moving On card. I'm just going to ask Spirit for clarifiers for both of this, because I'm not really sure with the Moving On and with the Temptation. I'm almost feeling something with time here, but I'm not exactly sure. Spirit, please, for Moving On, can we please get a clarifier as to what you mean for this card, please? Okay, so I get balance. Okay, so moving on in balance. I think what this is really telling me is the way they see you 10 years into your relationship, into your marriage, is that balance, peace of mind is one of the most important things to you, and that you're willing to leave the things behind that no longer serve you. You're able to just, you know, if something isn't working out for you or something is causing you stress, unneeded stress, you have no problem cutting it out and just walking away and moving on with your life. So this goes back again to your strength and to your to your power that you have. And the fact that balance and peace, especially peace of mind, is very important to you. And as I said, right, they see that your spiritual practice, you know, your spiritual beliefs, your spirituality, just your connection to God, to the universe, becomes more and more important within, you know, the years that they get to know you, within the time that they have been married to you. So your sense of peace, that balance, is something that becomes very significant and valuable for you. Also, Spirit, for the Temptation card, can we please get a clarifier for the Temptation card? Please get a clarifier for the Temptation card. Okay, guys, so we get mental conflict and temptation. Mental conflict and temptation. The way I would interpret this, because on this card we have this person. Hold on, wait. Let me see if I can get one more clarifier, Spirit, please. Okay, and then we get the Hope card. This is so weird. We have 15 on this card. We have 2 on this card, and then we have 17, and 15 plus 2 is 17. I just thought that was interesting that Spirit brought that up. I feel like they see you as somebody who's going to overcome their demons. You're someone who's going to overcome your mental conflict, overcome your temptations, right? Fight your demons. Yeah, so whatever, like, because in the beginning they had this really unrealistic view of you. They had you on a pedestal. A year within your relationship, they're starting to understand that you do have insecurities, that you are human, you are like everybody else. You just don't allow yourself to cling to them and to be defined by them. And then 10 years into your relationship, they're going to see you as completely defeating whatever temptations, whatever mental anxieties held you back. They just see you as somebody who's overcome your trauma, overcome your pain, overcome your issues completely. And I think this has a lot to do with the fact that you guys do deepen your spirit, do deepen your relationship to God, to the higher power, to the universe. Your spiritual journey, it's like the fact that it deepens throughout your lifetime is really what helps you to completely heal and completely overcome your traumas, overcome, the things that used to ail you. It's what allows you, right, to move on, to walk away from that darkness, from that past, from those negative things, whether they're thoughts, people, situations, experiences, and find your peace. So 10 years into your relationship, they're going to feel like they know you completely. They're going to have such a great sense of understanding of who you are. 10 years into your marriage, your relationship, you guys are going to be acting as one mind. You just finish each other's sentences. You're often thinking about the same thing at the same time. You talk the same, right? It's like you guys are operating as one mind. You're on the same level. And it's kind of like freaky to other people because you are so tuned into each other. Within the 10 years, they see you as somebody who's very, very spiritual and very in tune with spirit, with the non-physical. They may see you as somebody who has like paranormal experiences, or who has really developed your clairs, all the clairs, or maybe you have one clair specifically that you have really developed, like claircognizance, clairsentience, clairaudience, or clairvoyance. They see you as somebody who really values their peace of mind and is able to walk away from anything that does not serve them. And as somebody who's completely defeated their demons, completely defeated anything they struggled with, any insecurities, anxieties, worries, doubts that they used to have. Your faith in God, in the universe, in yourself is just unmatched. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope that the messages resonated, and I will see you in the next tarot pick a card. Bye for now.